I really don't like Jet Jaguar. I'm not talking about the figure, I mean Jet Jaguar as a whole. And what I'm about to say next is going to get me so much hate, but I really don't like Ultraman.
Oof. Well, that aged poorly. Anyway, hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and welcome to the new year. And today we'll be taking a look at the Bandai Ultra Series Ultraman, the Bandai Ultra Hero Series Ultraman. This guy right here. He comes from the original 1966 series, well, Ultraman, which I think is a good show. I think it goes on for a little too long. It's about 40 episodes. I think it should be closer to like 25 to 30. But still, I do like the original Ultraman, and I definitely recommend that you check it out. Most of it is free to watch on YouTube, so if you want to check it out, well, there you go. And this guy, the Bandai Ultra Hero Series Ultraman Tiga. Now, this guy comes from his own show, Ultraman Tiga, which I like better. You know, for the most part, I do think that both of these shows are equal, but Ultraman Tiga is better. I think, like, at a storytelling perspective, and overall, like, I just like him more than the original Ultraman. But that's not a knock on the original Ultraman. I still like that show a lot, too. So, yeah. The reason why I'm doing this double review for these two figures specifically is because, well, so far these are the only two Ultraman shows that I've seen. I haven't seen shows like Ultraman Ace or Ultra 7 or Ultra Q. I probably should, but I'm sorry, there is so many like Ultraman shows out there. You know, it's like they're still making like shows, and it's a lot to keep up with. With something like Godzilla, like yeah, there are 30 movies, and like they're still making movies, but it's kind of easy to keep up with Godzilla because like like they're movies. You know, Ultraman shows like besides Ultra Q, from the shows that I've seen, like a lot of them are between like 40 to 50 episodes, and that's a lot for me to watch. I'm sorry. So, yeah, in the future I might check out more Ultraman shows, but as it is, so far I have only seen the original Ultraman and Ultraman Tiga. But I do still like both of those shows, so I recommend that you check them out. So, yeah. I don't know, when I made that video back then, I didn't like Ultraman. I don't know why. I didn't watch any of the Ultraman shows. I don't know. I guess I just kind of thought Ultraman was lame. Like, I saw footage and I'm just like, yeah, this is not for me. But actually sitting down and watching the show as an adult, I can safely say that Ultraman is cool. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot else to say, so let's just get right into this. But before we take a look at the figures themselves, let's take a quick look at their tags. On the front here for Ultraman's tag, we have a nice screenshot from the original Ultraman, number 1. And some Japanese writing throughout that I don't know what it says. That says Ultraman, and that's Ultra Hero Series right there. But yeah, or in Bandai and Bandai Namco. But still, just really nice looking tag. On the back, we just have some legal information, and on the inside, oh, and same with Tiga's tag again, just Ultraman here, Ultra Hero Series number 8. And some more Japanese information here. Subaraya, Bandai. The back, legal information. And they could have put something in here. Like, anything would have been fine. Just like, even just a doodle drawing of Ultraman. Like, that would have been fine. But no, it's just entirely blank. So, going back to the actual figures themselves, we'll take a look at the painting. Starting off with the original Ultraman here. And the painting here is not bad. It's good. It's what you'd expect. Most of the figure, well, actually all of the figure is casted in this red vinyl material, which I think looks nice. It fits the part. You know, on all the metallic parts, like on his thighs here and on his legs, overall it just looks nice. And same with the arms here. The painting is just very nice, very neat. Nothing is sloppy whatsoever. And same with the little, blinker or lifesaver or whatever you want to. I don't know what this is called. I forget, but that's painted blue and it looks nice. And going to the eyes here, they're painted a yellowish whitish color. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the painting on Ultraman here. Now, taking a look at Tiga, and for the most part, it's pretty much the same. I believe most of the figure is casted in this reddish vinyl, which I think looks nice. And as far as paints go, I think this guy is probably my favorite between the two because of how like vibrant and colorful he is. Ultraman, he's just red, but this guy he's red, purple, and there's a little bit of yellow here too, which is really cool. So yeah, but all of the painting here, just like with Ultraman, um, like it's very neat. Nothing is sloppy whatsoever. Um, if I have one nitpick, I have the back isn't really painted all that well. Because in the front here, there's like this metallic like V shape, but that is nowhere to be seen back here. And same like on the chest here, there's like that little bit of yellow. And again, that's just not there, which is a little disappointing. But I'm not really going to be displaying them like this. I'm going to be displaying them like facing forward. So yeah, but regardless, the painting on this guy is still very nice. And that's pretty much it for the painting on these guys. For the most part, I think the painting is pretty much solid. It's what you'd expect. With Tiga, I feel like they skimped out a little too much as far as the back of the figure, but the front of the figure still looks very nice overall. And yeah, the painting here is very nice and very presentable. So the painting on these guys, I'd say definitely gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation, and it's the same for both of these guys, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. Both figures have a swivel at the waist here, and the arms are on swivels. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. Again, like, essentially these guys are very similar to the movie Monster Series figures that I review on this channel. They're Bandai vinyls. They don't usually have a lot of articulation, so it's fine. The articulation here, not a lot, but again, they're Bandai vinyls. So I'd say, I feel like the leg should have had articulation, but regardless, I'd say the articulation here gets like 3/4 of a pass. So, yeah. Now we'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting here, honestly, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Like, it's pretty much, the sculpting on these guys looks great. Like, it's pretty much one-to-one to how they looked in their respective shows. Um, I guess if I had one thing to say, Ultraman, like the original Ultraman here, he kind of has, he doesn't really have the easiest time standing. He stands fine on his own, but sometimes, like, he just can't help but, like, fall backwards. Like, with Tiga, it's like, he stands perfectly. But then you get to Ultraman, and it's like, or, like that. You see? And I don't know, like, it can be a little annoying to stand Ultraman here. I don't know if it's just mine or not, but yeah, that's just one nitpick I have with the sculpting here. But overall, I still think the sculpting here, like, as far as looks go, I think the sculpting here is great. So yeah, the sculpting on these guys, that's great. Definitely gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing. So starting off with Ultraman here, going to his head. Again, we have a lot of nice metallic looking detailing for his face here. And the detailing on his eyes looks great too. That sort of, it almost looks like a golf ball. And the show itself, it looks more like beehive-esque. But still, it kind of looks like, kind of has the texture of an eyeball. Which, again, looks fine. The eyes are very small, so I can see why they didn't go with that full, like, beehive-like detailing here. But still, looks nice. The torso is detailed very nicely, and even like in the arms here, again we have some creases here to sort of replicate that guy in a suit feel, which I think works very nicely. And again, his fists here are detailed very nicely. And again, overall, the detailing here is just very nice. A lot of again, all of the little creases in the suit here looks great. There's a seam here. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but still. The rest of the detailing here looks good. And going to his back here, again, the little... This is supposed to be where the zipper is, but I don't know. I don't know, but basically, that's detailed nicely. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it for Ultraman. Now, moving on to Tiga. It's essentially the same. The head here, we have a lot of nice, almost metallic-looking detailing, which looks good. And again, the eyes here have this this golf ball kind of texture, which again looks nice. And the torso itself, again, is detailed very nicely. All of the creases and folds in the suit looks good, and all of the detailing on the chest here, again, just looks really nice. And some nice musculature in the arms here. And same with the legs here. Again, we have not too many creases, but still a decent amount of musculature, and just just a lot of really nice detailing here. So, yeah, and again, the zipper, dorsal spine, whatever you want to call this, that's detailed pretty alright too. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing here. And that's pretty much it for the detailing on these guys. And overall, I think the detailing looks nice. You know, it's not incredible, but still, the detailing that's here, like all the little creases in the suit and whatnot, I think looks pretty good. So, yeah, the detailing on these guys, it's good. I'd say it gets a pass. Now we'll do some size comparisons. Here we have the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 1954. Here we have the Bandai Movie Monster Series Showa Gamera. I'm sorry, but seeing these guys together like this, I'm sorry, this just looks really cool, man. Here we have the Bandai Movie Monster Series Jet Jaguar. I'm sorry, like, that's my biggest issue with these guys. I think these guys are a little too small. Like, I think they scale nicely with the Gamera and Godzilla here, but Jet Jaguar is just a little too big here. So, yeah. I wish these guys were a little taller, but still, as is, the scaling here doesn't look terrible. So, yeah. Anyway, here we have some hand sanitizer. And Dr. Billy Grant, like usual. So at the end of the day, should you get these guys? Honestly, I say yes. I think these are very nice little Ultraman figures. I do like them a lot. They do a great job representing the shows that they come from, and yeah, overall, I do recommend these guys. I wish they were a little taller. These guys are closer to 5 inches rather than being in the 6-inch scale. I wish they were in the 6-inch scale, but regardless, these are still nice figures, and I definitely recommend that you guys pick them up. As far as price tags go, the prices here aren't actually terrible. On HobbyLink Japan, like, before shipping, I think these guys are like $4-5, which is honestly really good. You know, like I said, there is shipping, and shipping can be a little expensive, but still, like, HobbyLink Japan has them for like $4-5, which is not bad at all. I know Amazon is selling these as well. I got mine from eBay because unfortunately Tiga wasn't available on Amazon. And he was available on HobbyLink Japan for a little bit, but he sold out pretty quickly. So, yeah, I had to go to eBay, which wasn't too bad. I had to pay like $14, which isn't terrible. If you do get these guys on Amazon, like, they're going to be closer to like $10. So, I don't mind paying 14, but yeah. Regardless, these guys aren't too expensive at all, and they are, you know, they're nice little figures. I do like them, and I do recommend that you guys pick them up. So, yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.